Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how I work with thin hoops. Sometimes I do come across hoops that are a little bit too thin for my usual 7 beads wrapped around the hoop. So I either usually use smaller beads, which are Toho size 15, or I wrap the hoop with interfacing so that I could still get the 7 beads around. The thing that I like about wrapping it with interfacing is that it makes things a little bit tighter and helps the beads stay in place. So if you just really wanted to work with something in between your beads and the hoop to keep that stiffness, to keep that durability, then by all means go ahead and use the interfacing all the time. One thing I forgot to mention in my supply list, which I will mention right now, is that the size hoop that I am working with in this tutorial is 2 inches wide. So what I mean by that is that they are 2 inches across, like so. All right. So, and the hoops that I use in this tutorial, I believe I got them from Walmart, because some of the hoops that are at Walmart are a little bit thinner than what I would like to use. I do prefer a certain thickness. So anyways, this tutorial is going to be very detailed. I'm going to have a lot of information in it for you guys. Some parts are going to be sped up, some of them are not, some of them are going to have voiceover, some of them are not. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment in the comment section, and please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, later. So the supplies that you're going to need for this tutorial are going to be some size 11 Delica beads. These ones are the Luminous color inside. I apologize that I don't have the numbers for these, but I do have a number for one of them. And if you're going to end up finding these, you're going to find the rest of the colors as well, depending on where you order from. So the best place to order the variety of Delica beads that I have is the Delica Bead Shop company. That's where I've been ordering from lately. I used to order from Beaded Edge, but they go through so much stock so fast that they don't always have the things that I need. So that is a website that is in the United States, and when I order from the United States, I like to order a bunch of what I need to make the shipping cost worth it. So on here, these ones say Delica 11-0 round light green luminous neon color. So that's what it's going to say for the rest of these as well. They're going to be luminous neon color for these. And the background color that I chose for these hoops, this is one of the vials that I got from the Delica Bead Shop company. And the number, that's the number on here for this color. It's kind of like a bluish violet color. I find it to be very pretty, and it's very shiny on the hoop that I'm working on right now. It is a Duracoat, opaque Duracoat. So they do end up costing a few cents more than just a regular opaque bead. When it says Duracoat, it means that the finish is going to last a little bit longer than anything else, really. And yes, the Luminous, over time, they will possibly fade depending on if you keep your earrings or your beads in the sunlight for an extended period of time. But they do last quite a while. I do still have some jewelry that is made with Luminous, and they're going on 4 or 5 years now. So this is the hoop that we're going to be working on. This is what it's going to look like, the finished product. I just wanted to show you guys what the Luminous colors look like. that I showed you. I also used the silver lined color as well. I needed to add another row of color. So that's usually my go-to. It's either the silver lined or the 24 karat gold plated beads, which I'm currently out of. You're also going to need some thread and beeswax depending on the type of thread that you use. So if you're using Nemo thread, you won't need a thread conditioner or beeswax. I believe the thread conditioner you can purchase on the Delica Bead Shop company as well. I'm not entirely sure of their list of supplies because I bought this from the Halford's mailorder.ca, and that is a company that's located within Edmonton, Alberta. The thread you can buy, the one that I use is the hand quilting thread, and you can buy this at Walmart. And I like to use this, and I like to always double up on the thread. Some people, they will only use like a single thread for their beadwork, but when I'm making the hoops, I want them to last a little bit longer, so I always double up on my thread. The needles that I use for my hoop earrings are currently size 10. Because I'm working with size 11 beads, you can use size 10, 11, or 12 beading needles. I'm pretty hard on my needles, so when I'm beading with size 11 beads, the bigger the needle, the better. So when it comes to the bead or the size numbers, whether it's on beads or needles, the lower the number, the thicker or the bigger the bead. The thicker the needle, the bigger the bead. So size 10 is a bigger needle than a size 11 or a size 12. Size 11 beads are a little bit bigger than size 13s or 15 beads. And you're also going to need a blank hoop. For this tutorial, I've chosen one of my thinner hoops, thinner than normal hoops, because I like to find a certain thickness, but I don't always luck out with that, which is fine because I usually end up wrapping it, or I just work with smaller beads like a size 13 or a size 15. And you're going to need a good pair of scissors, and I believe I got these from either Walmart or the dollar store. So you can find these. The dollar store would be ideal if you're looking for something, if you're on a budget. And to wrap my hoops, I like to use what's called interfacing. So if you sew, or if you're familiar with sewing and fabrics and whatnot, you can find this at your local fabric store. And if you can't find it at your local fabric store, you can shop online from your preferred fabric website. I'm not entirely sure where online you could shop from. I'm thinking Amazon might have this stuff too. So this stuff is called Pellon, however which way they pronounce it. I'm BC Canadian. I say Pellon. Just reminds me of pylon. I don't understand why. But anyways, so you want something that's somewhat thin, because Pellon comes in different sizes, different thickness. And again, I'm not entirely sure on the thickness of this interfacing. But if you go into your local fabric store and you ask them, I want a thin interfacing Pellon that you can slightly see through, but it's, somewhat thick. I hope that you can see kind of the thickness of it. But this is what I will be using to wrap my hoop with. So these are all the supplies that you're going to need for this tutorial. And yeah, let's get it started. So with the interfacing, you're going to want to cut it under just 1 centimeter for the width. As for the length of the interfacing itself, you want it to be about 2.5 times the width of your hoop. So if you're working with a 1-inch wide hoop, you want the interfacing length to be 2.5 inches long by just under 1 centimeter wide. I really hope this makes sense. So you're going to want to thread up your needle, double thread it, then knot it at the end twice. And here we're going to wrap the hoop with the Pellon. You'll want to cut the edges just so that there's nothing sticking out when you put the beads around the hoop. These are some cute little clips that I picked up at Walmart, and they come in handy for these hoops for sure. I like to use them for everything. Like I said, you want to cut the ends so that nothing's sticking out at the edge of the hoop. Now we're just gonna put the needle through the Pellon because we're just gonna start beading right onto the hoop. So every time you bring the thread wrapped around your hoop, you wanna bring your needle through the Pellon. So I believe I wrapped it twice and brought the needle through the Pellon twice. Then you're gonna string up your 7 beads. Like I said, we're gonna bead it right onto the hoop. Don't worry about straightening it out just yet. And you're going to put on your first bead to start off on your second row. And your second bead. Line it all up. So in these next few clips, it'll be all of the beading and putting down the design. I have provided some photos so that you can reference which bead I am using at which time. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video.
Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering why my mind keeps on spinning. This isn't how living to me was told. Why am I like this? Something's always amiss. Can't put my finger on it, but it's there. Wait for it to subside, but my mind won't apply. Waiting for the clear. Is it bad? Sometimes I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light of day, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away. Sitting throwing rocks across the pavement, hoping it'll cave in and swallow me whole. Wondering how the world keeps on spinning, kinda scared of living when it unfolds. Hard to see the light when everything is silent, waiting for the clear. Thankful I'm alive, but terrified of dying. But hey, I'm still here. Is it bad? Sometimes I like it when I lose control. There's something in it that's so beautiful. Listen, I can see the light of day, but I can also see the bones decay. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm doing my best not to run away.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out and your heart makes no sound, I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky.
to hold close, it starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep, I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
When it hurts like this, we hold each other high, but we fall 1,000 times. But I'd never say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. Yeah. When it hurts like this, ever like ever like ever like ever like when it hurts like this, when it hurts like this.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.